everyone, how's everyone doing today? I am doing pretty well. Today I decided I wanted to work in my art journal. So I'm like, perfect day to do the mission inspiration for November. For those that don't know, Mike Deacon has a Facebook group that he sends out every month a mission inspiration, and what it is 8 prompts for you to follow. He gives you words to kind of inspire you, and this month it's Promise, Sacred, Native, Dazzle, Face. And then he has a suggested color scheme, which is bright yellow, raspberry, and teal for this month. So, without further ado, let's get started. And I will link his Facebook group in the description in case you want to go and check all that out. It's really cool. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is glue and layer blocks of newspaper text. Well, okay. I don't get the newspaper. And I didn't want to go buy a newspaper. So I just went online and I downloaded a vintage newspaper and printed it out. So all I need to do is trim it out, and then I'm going to glue it just the way it is onto my page. So let me go cut it out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut it out. And now I'm just going to use my Mod Podge, I do believe, to adhere it onto the page. And it really does not matter to me if it's got wrinkles and stuff in it, because that just adds more texture to the page, so that's fine. But as you can see, it's quite not long enough, so that's why I have these strips here. And just going to kind of hodgepodge it together down here. It'll be alright, I think. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to cut these edges off. Okay, so I got that cut out. And now to move on to step 2, cover with a thin wash of color. Alright, so I think I'm going to try to combine the yellow. I've got lemon yellow here. So I think I want to try to combine lemon yellow with some buttermilk, because I don't want it that bright, really. Okay, and now what I think I want to try to do, I don't know if this will work or not, but we're going to try it, is I want to get my distressed ink in the Photo Finish Vintage Photo and just put a little bit of this onto the page. Again, I don't know what this is going to look like, but we're going to try it. Why not? Trying to get darker up at the top and the edges. Like so. Alright. Now let's see if the magic will work. Let's spritz the sucker. I don't know what's going to happen since I put this hodgepodge on there, but Mod Podge. y'all hear me? I called it hodgepodge. Oh. There we go. Okay, that's looking kind of cool. Kind of like that. Let me dry that and I'll be back. Okay, that's pretty much dry. Now, number 3 says make marks with fingers. What am I going to do? I don't know. Maybe just take some of this buttermilk. Oh, again, it's clogged up at the top. And use my fingers. And maybe just go in the middle a little bit. Okay, so the next step is number 4, use a stencil or 2 to add texture. So I've got some stencils, but I also have some stamps as well that I think I'm going to use. And I'm going to use my Archival potting soil. And this is a script stamp from Hero Arts. And then this is a clock stamp by Hampton Art. Book gets used up. I'm going to go individual pages because it's so difficult to stamp when you have texture on the back of what you're trying to stamp, you know? So, yeah. Alright, now let's go with the actual stamps themselves, or stencils. I think I'm going to use this, and I got this from my expo when I went to the expo, but I don't quite remember who it's by. I apologize. I don't know. Alright, so I've got my Dylusions paint, and I've got the teal color. And I think I'm just going to dip it into the paint with a cosmetic sponge. And just put that onto the page. Now what I want to do is I'm going to, let me clean up this blue, and then I'm going to make up hopefully a little bit of this raspberry color. Even though I do have this raspberry, let's just try it. Why not? But first, let me dry this, and I'll be back. Okay, it's pretty dry. So I've got this stamp by Home Decor. It's by Folk Art. I believe I got this at Joann's. And so I'm going to take this pickled raspberry color, and I'm going to just use it over, oops, hopefully I can get this off if I move quick enough. Yeah. Alright. Wow, that is pink. That's just pink, isn't it? Alright, I want to lighten that up a little bit, so I'm just dabbing it on now. Oh, that's still very bright. Very, very, very bright, but that's okay. That's alright. It's okay. Let's see, let's put one down here. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see how that looks. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, so we'll leave that. So let me clean up this mess and then I will get right back to you and dry this. Alright, now I'll get right back. Okay, I decided I wanted to put a little bit of circles on here too. So I'm going to take just metallic gold and makeup sponge. It's just faintly there, and that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's put one down here, and then that should be good. Okay, that's cool. Alright, now I'm going to dry that, and then I will be back. Okay, and I punched out, I have a die cut, I think it's from Fiskars, that has like all these different cool things. It has like a lock and a key, and it also has this little pocket watch. So I cut this out of a piece of pattern paper, and but of course it kind of, oops, sorry. It kind of matches the paper, so I need to do something about that. So I think I'm just going to use my archival ink on it, my potting soil, and kind of just go over it like so, just to grunge it up a little bit. To darken it up. And then what I think I may do is use a little bit of this, do I want this color? Hold on, I think I want a different color. Hold on. Okay, I know it may not be what will happen in the real world, but in my world, I love this color. I love this antique copper, metallic antique copper. So I'm just going to go use my finger and go around this paper with this, because I love this color. I mean, love it. If I could marry it, I would. Alright. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Alright, let me dry this, and then we'll go from there. So, hold on, let me dry it. Okay, so it's pretty much dry. Now I'm going to go back around it again with my potting soil. Alright. Looks cool. I like that. I'm digging that. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And I think I want it to go right here. And I am going to use my matte medium on it. Let me get that. Hold on. Okay. I know if I go over this with my matte medium, it is going to smudge it. That much I do know. So I'm going to try my best not to do that. But I do want it. At the back of him. What, Mist? What's the matter, Mystery? Amanda's cat. Alright. So we got him on there. I'm kind of liking that. It's kind of cool. Alright. So now what I want to do is let me dry that, and then we can move on to the next step. Okay, so that's on there pretty well. And now step number 5 says add a focal image or 2. Well, what I want to do is I think I want to use this whole image right here. And I think I'm going to fussy cut out the people, right? And put them just like that. I got this picture from the BBC. You know, they're the London, is it the London Library? I don't know, but anyway, they have thousands of images online that you can download for free. So that is where I got this image. So let me fussy cut it out and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got them all fussy cutted out. Fussy cut out. Fussy cutted. Fussy cut. That's weird, isn't it? Whoops. So I think what I want to do is just try to go along the edge in this black ink just to make sure that none of that stark white is showing. So let me do that and then I will be right back. Okay, so I've got them all fussy cutted out. Fussy cut out, cutted. Cutted is not a word. They've all been fussy cut out. I'm going to use, because I have this stamp ink here, which is the distressed ink. If I go over that with matte medium, I do believe it's going to smear on me. And of course, we don't want that. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. Actually, let me use my 8 Aleene's. Only because it'll do the job and it's not as expensive as the Fabri-Tac is. So I'm just gonna put the Aleene's tacky glue on the back of these. Okay. Now what I want to do is, now that I've got them down, I'm going to paint them with a little bit of metallic paint. So, I think I can move these now. So on the gentleman, I'm going over his coat in sapphire blue. Okay, and then I'm going to use this pink tourmaline for the pink. Just in some spots, not the whole thing. then on this girl, I'm just going to use, oh, well, she needs a little bit of pink in her headband. I know purple probably was not used because that is a royal color, but I'm going to use purple on her little bow here. Okay, that looks crappy. Just enough to give it a little sparkle. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get my Copic markers out. And let's see if I can find my black. Maybe I need dark gray instead. Kind of go back down over this where his little vest was. I'm going to do like that so that we know we had a. There we go. That looks better, I think. Alright. Those little cuffs here. And let's see. Just bring the lines back. That kind of got washed away with the paint. You know. Yeah. Alright. I think that looks good. And then I think I'm going to use this tan color. Go on his pants here. Same with this guy. Looks cool, I think. Let's see if we have any pink for the dress. Really light. Yeah, that's pretty. Just a little, not too much. Like that. Let's see. Here's the brown. I want brown for their hair. brown will be too dark. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here that I can use? This is alright. I think I want to use some of those flesh colors. Okay. That looks good. Let's see. Let's use some black for their shoes. Or maybe the dark gray. Okay. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Maybe is that it? Alright, so now what I think I want to do is, I think I want to put a border around them, right? Let's see, let's do it not in my spectrums. Let's do it in the pit pins, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, I have this Faber-Castell pit pins, and I think I'm just going to go around the edge. Okay, and because I put matte medium over this, it gives me a second to get some of that pin off. Okay. I'm taking that. Alright, so let's see, what else do I want to do? white gel pen. Just put a little bit of highlights on these things. Actually, before I move on to the next step, I'm going to go ahead and put some stickle onto the clock. And I think I'm going to put some on her dress, since there was really no way to paint it. I'll just put some on her dress to make her sparkly. Alrighty then. So let's dry that. Well, let's see. I think it'll be alright. I don't think I need to dry it. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to add splatters or textured sprinkles. Which in my mind, textured sprinkles means glitter. But I am actually going to, oh no. Oof. Forgot I put that paint there. But I think what I'm going to do is add splatters. Okay, so I downloaded this paper. I just Googled, when I Googled the vintage paper, this came out too, where they're little vintage, like a ransom note sort of thing here. So I'm cutting out the word promise to put on here, and I'm just fussy cutting it out, and I'll get back when I'm done. Okay, so I got them cut out. So now what I want to do is I want to ink the edges with my archival, oops, wrong one, dang it, oh. I don't think it's gonna, I didn't squish it that hard. I think we'll be alright. With my potting soil, just to grunge the edges up a little bit. So my next step, step number 7, is scrape or drag white paint around your edges. So I have my white titanium here, and just going to put a gloop down. And I think I may just use my finger. I don't want to use my finger. I'm not liking the way that's looking. Get out my palette knife. I want it to be going up this way. Okay, I'm going to use my matte medium gel, because I don't have any of the distressed stuff here that will run, so and the reason I used Promise is I think these two guys are promised to each other because, you know, this is back in the day when women had no say and they were betrothed to someone without them even having a say-so in it, right? So I think they're betrothed to one another, but he secretly loves her and she secretly loves him. But they are promised to one another. That's in my world anyway. That's what I think what's happening with them. So that is why I'm using the word promise. Makes sense in my head anyway. Alright. Alright. Just go on top of them. Just to make sure that they stay down where I want them. Okay. Now let me dry that, and I'll get right back. Okay, now I'm just going to take my gray Pitt pen again and go around the blocks, just so, Okay, that kind of gets them set in there. Alright, now what I want to do is go to the last step, and that is to create a border, a frame or border around your page. So, I had thought about using some washi tape to use to make a border. Maybe like use that one, since it's got the raspberry color in it, that pinky color. Or I was going to use that one because that one's got the teal color. But now I'm not so sure if I want to use the washi tape or not. So if I do, I think I'm going to use this one, if I use it. Because I was just going to go around the edge with it. To create the border. Let's see. Or I can use my brown ink and just do it that way. I think I am just going to use this washi tape to go over make the border. I think it's looking pretty. Okay, so now the last thing that I want to do, I think, well, one of the last things, is I think I want to use my little Micron pen, and this is a 01. And I'm going to go just around the letters, just so that they really stand out. Okay, so I've gone around the letters in this Micron pen. Kind of just squiggly digglies. Alright, and now the very last thing that I need to do is put the date on it. And sign it. And that is that. So that is my mission inspiration for the month of November. Again, I probably would not have used pink for the keys, maybe a different color, but you know, you live and learn. It's not that bad. I mean, she does have a pink dress, so, but there you go. Cute, cute, cute. And I love the sparkles and from the metallic paint and from the glitter from the stickles. So yay. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you. Again, the link to the Facebook group will be down in the description if you want to give it a look at. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have subscribed, I appreciate it so much. So thanks so much for watching. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.